usually when you're playing Tintal in Villambi, you wouldn't play it as I did there, just the strokes of the taker, because it's not very interesting, it's not particularly musical, there's not a lot of feeling in that. So typically this is the kind of area where some of the ornamentation and improvisation comes in, is that you start to embellish that and ornament it, so you can put little fills in and give it a bit more movement and feeling. So we just count and clap through that again, and I'll play maybe a couple of cycles and give you an idea of the kind of embellishments that you're likely to hear. And then, you know, maybe when you're listening to Indian music at some point, you might start to recognise, because those strokes that we work with at the madhya, the da, din, din, da, din, din, da, tin, din, da, din, din, da, they have to be present, yeah? They have to be present, they have to be clear, so that the melodic player can hear exactly where you are in the cycle. So the idea is that you ornament, you play around in between the beats and around the beats, but still keep those strokes very clear so that the melodic player doesn't get confused on where you are at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did a din, did a din, din, da, did a hit a da, da, did din, did a din, din, da, did a hit a da, da, did din, did a din, hit a da, did a da, did a hit a din, da, din, din, da, did a da, did a hit a di, din, din, da, did a hit a da, da, did din, did a din, 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 da, did a da, 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 did a din, hit a da, you can see there's a lot more movement and feeling going on in that, so that when we're playing together we can then start to really play off each other, even just within, still just keeping on that framework, as it were. So he might pull the string, that kind of might make me kind of, you know, respond to it in certain ways. So even when you're keeping to the kind of what's the fixed structure, as it were, of the taker, the basic framework, and he might be playing just the composition, this is without improvising away from that, there's still a lot of spontaneous improvisation, even just within that, to keep that moving, keep it interesting, and to keep it alive. It's, one of the things with improvisation in Indian music, again, it's not just free improvisation, that there are quite a lot of rules you have to stay within. But it's also perceived almost more, rather than improvisation, it's more spontaneous composition. So you're composing as you're performing it, yeah?